Welcome everybody to Two Exiles, One Portal. Well, Three Exiles, One Portal today. This is the second time I've had to do this particular intro, and then we didn't see each other for a million years. What happened?
Um,
If you don't want to talk about it, we
no,
don't.
I'm trying to see how to summarize it, and yeah, I hit record. Damn it, Jesus Christ.
It didn't do it, or
No, I hit record. It's just my lovely partner here is uh making sure I hit record. So our babysitter underwent surgery. So I've had to double up on baby duties this past week. I think a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And bro, that it takes a lot of effort. Like I really miss our babysitter right now. It's just like I get so spent from like just a few hours of like just watching him. I don't even do anything. I just watch him. It's just like I'm tired. Like I want to tap out. So that's kind of what's been happening, and obviously work and all that other stuff is still there. So when you add that with everything else, personal time tends to be a little difficult to manage. And I have to add this because I've been trying to give my wife opportunities to do her work since she's had she let's just say that because I don't think her bosses watched this podcast, that she has been kind of lacking in her duties, so she had to catch up a little bit. So just kind of managing where we can.
Makes sense.
Which is why I was thinking about how to say it, because I feel like I was gonna ramble for a good minute.
Got you. It's understandable though. Fucking life gets long. Is your babysitter recovering well?
Yeah, they hadn't look like nothing too invasive. Just a little nip and tug. You know what I mean?
Just a poke.
Just a poke. Just a snip.
Well, as long as it works out.
Yeah, but the recovery, how like recovery, and then they gotta go like a 10-day checkup, and then the doctor says like, oh, no heavy lifting, you might bust the stitches, and right now my little toddler is not like he's a menace. So
I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah, he's at that age. Like, man, if someone would have told me, if I could go back in time and tell myself something, I gotta tell myself like, I don't even know what I would tell myself. Like, I would probably go back in time, look at myself in the mirror, and just look at myself and just shake my head and just go back. Maybe that one of those most confusing ass things where I see myself in the future, look at myself and like kind of just shake his head and just go back. And I'd be just so confused and traumatic. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Why does he have so much scars?
Nah, I know exactly what I would fucking tell myself. I'd be like, hey, invest in Bitcoin.
I mean, it depends. See, I've heard of that one before, right? I heard of that one before. But the problem is not invest in Bitcoins. When the hell do you sell?
I know myself at that age, I probably would have sold once I hit like a milli. I'm not even gonna bullshit. I wouldn't have been a millionaire. I would have seen it hit like 1 million and then been like, oh shit, I need to pull the fuck out now. Like 100%. I'm a little too cautious for like heavy investing and shit.
Got it. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who did invest in Bitcoin and either pulled out too early or pulled out too late.
Right. I would have put it in and then just forgot about it. Knowing me, yeah.
Are you familiar with like the bell curve?
What do you mean?
Like the curvature, the normal bell curve, where like the population where they usually fall. So there's a thing called the normal bell curve, which is in any given thing, if you accumulate the total sum of things and you like basically categorize it from lowest to highest, you get this like statistical phenomenon called a normal bell curve, which is basically everyone tends to be in the middle, and then the extremes tend to be rare.
Yes, I understand what
So,
you're saying.
so what I'm saying is like the when it comes to Bitcoin, is actually the opposite. Where it's like most people actually are in the extremes. Like they either waited too long or pulled out too quick. And most people in the middle, like basically they hit it on the jackpot and like pulled out right around in the same time. Kind of like were the ones instrumenting the whole pump and dump schemes.
Right.
I mean, it's still worth a good amount of money though. Like if
it is, yeah.
like if you manually like hoarded a bunch of Bitcoin. But
yeah, or like hid it from yourself.
that isn't that a guy that did that? Like he had like a ungodly amount about Bitcoin, but he lost it. Like the hard drive or something.
Yeah, it was. I heard it was stuck on a hard drive, but I don't know how much. I couldn't imagine how much hearsay goes along in those particular types of things.
Here's an interesting point. If you have a bunch of Bitcoin in a hard drive, but then you clone your hard drive, does that double?
I don't think so, because each Bitcoin is an individual thing. At least that's what I'm assuming. I don't
know shit about it. I mean, I know very basic understanding of all that stuff.
I know keywords like blockchain and to the moon. I don't know. I'm fucking with
Hodl. That's the one I learned.
So, as we've been like in the off season, and we obviously haven't played too much of the event. What have you been playing, if anything?
Well, you actually played it. You played it. So how the fuck was
it? Level 6, bro. It's like level 6.
Like that's enough. That's enough love to say fuck this.
Yeah, I was not happy with the RNG, and I did not get far enough to where I saw my first keystone, which probably could have changed something.
What was the first? Do you remember?
My what?
What was your first keystone?
I didn't get one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I thought you picked it. It was like you like melee, and then you went and like you picked it up with like 30% more spell damage.
No, like at that I probably would have been fine. It was the fact that I was getting like the first 4 things that I got were so random. I was just like,
oh, so even the small ones?
Yeah.
A random. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's basically what I said. It was just like
it's just a troll event, though. That's just kind of trolly.
it is, and it's I feel like it's good for just like a throwaway event. I'm not going to put my time into it. I'm just not. That's just not going to happen.
And that says a lot. That says a lot.
I'll put time into a lot of League content, but not that. I don't know what the next one is. I can't remember.
I can pull it up real quick. I do remember one of them seemed kind of cool. Blast from the Past is the next one. That is when you basically get to play different content. It shows me a schedule, but it doesn't show me what it is. What the hell? Okay, that's weird.
Okay.
It's actually, it tells me what it is, but it doesn't tell me exactly, like gives me more detail. Events FAQ. What are they? What the hell? Can you tell me what they are?
Tell me what's happening.
Okay. Events. Boom. Found it. Blast from the Past, Calandra.
Oh, we're gonna get Calandra League again?
Yeah, we're Recombinators. Is the next one.
Yeah. All right, so that means that I have like 2 days to fucking and then fucking use Recombinators.
Yeah,
because those were fucking cool.
I wondered if they were like whatever you find, would they go into standard?
I don't think so. Those
no.
I don't. Wait, maybe.
I don't know.
Some of the old ones.
I haven't really played events like this. I just found them too. I haven't found one that tickles my fancy.
That makes sense. They are pretty niche.
And I feel like the time investment into them, because they only last a few days, is kind of like, I'm.
Well, you get a free MTX.
I hate chasing that kind of shit though. I'm like, whatever. I play because I just like find them because I'm chasing an MTX.
Well, that's the whole point. Like, but the thing is like even bad shit that you wouldn't normally play. Like for instance, this last one, I'm not going to get to level 50 on that, and it's not a box every event. It's one box for hitting level 50 in one of the events, and then above.
So here's a content idea. Do you want to play the last event together in hardcore? It's shifting stones. And it says, have you ever wanted to be possessed by 10 tormented spirits in mud flaps? Well, in the shifting stones event, you can. In each area, you will encounter one of the following lead mechanics, which will be enhanced by a corresponding Atlas keystone. The following are 10 tormented spirits plus Speaker of the Dead, right? Blight with Cassius Pride, Legion plus Timeless Conflict, Delirium plus Unending Nightmare, and Beyond with Endless Tide keystone. So basically, every map is gonna be fucking crazy. Well, Blight, I think you can probably skip it. You don't have to probably do Blight, but maybe Legion. But Delirium and Beyond are probably gonna be hard to skip.
Right.
And then Tormented Spirit, of course, is always gonna be. You can't skip that because once you get hit by that, you're going to. I think what is it? You get to
absorb them.
Yeah, you get to absorb it, and then it affects everything you kill.
Yeah,
like
no. You spread it to other shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very hard.
Yeah, well, that one isn't gonna be hard actually because even if you do absorb the tormented spirits, you don't have the only way to do it is to like walk through them.
I'm trying to remember what the Speaker of the Keystone. I mean, Google it. Speaker of the Dead. Tormented Witch map can possess players for 20 seconds. Tormented maps cannot possess monsters. Okay, that's all it says.
Yeah.
Modify up to 50 nearby normal magic monsters per tormented spirits. So 50 monsters. Wow, that's a lot.
So if I go and do something along that line, if we do it on hardcore,
so the point is how long can we survive?
I guess I would have to go like ballistas. Mm-hmm. So I'd go probably like EA ballista. I'm down.
Yeah, we'd probably go like something safe. the key. I mean, the only way this it makes sense because we're playing a 10-day lead event. So this is like the lowest entry to do something in hardcore without having to worry too much about it. But it'd be kind of fun to see how far we can make it based on all of our experience so far.
My early game is always so bad.
Well, fucking pull your pants up, bro.
Play what?
I said pull your pants up.
I don't wanna. I wanna wear a kilt.
I kind of feel disturbing a little bit.
Why? Because I want to wear a kilt, something that's like worn by people? Or?
No, I feel like you're wearing one right now. It's just like, the fuck? Just
no, I'm wearing like, I can't just be wearing like those fucking fluffy bottoms. Like what?
Fluffy bottoms.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. What's a fluffy bottom? I don't know what that is.
They're like sweats, but they're not really sweats because they're like that really fucking soft material. I don't know.
Felt like.
I guess yeah, it's like felty.
Bro, you wear. What's that material called?
Yeah, I don't know. I could probably look on the tag, but I'm just fucking lazy. I don't want to fucking take off my pants.
They feel like girl. They probably like. I was gonna say girl pants, but I don't want to be disrespectful. But a lot of the female materials is made like that. Like the clothing for females, they made of that material.
This isn't like very tight, and it's not very.
I know. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying I know the material, and I know that my wife's clothing is made out of it.
The stuff that you get near Christmas time in like California. Fuck off.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's coming off really bad. You're wearing girl pants. No, but I know what material. It's very fluffy. It's very light.
Yeah, it's very light. It is
soft on your skin. Anyway, fucking sidetrack.
Yeah, I'm down to try the event on hardcore. Other than that, have you been playing anything else?
Nah, I have not been playing anything. Even Dying Light. From the last time we've talked, which was about almost a week ago.
I thought that I didn't we lose that episode?
We did. But I think it was for the better because I think I was hella distracted when I was playing that.
That's true, but now you can at least talk about what you played at that point.
Yeah. So me and my wife, like, we long time Dying Light fans. Not Dying Light. What the fuck am I saying?
Dead Island.
Dead Island. Okay, zombie survival games. Big fans of some zombie survival games, right? Mm-hmm. Started a long time ago with 7 Days. Then other games came about. Dying Light, Dead Island, which was the very first introduction to that kind of like RPG-ish kind of genre, first person.
Right.
And like Rosie doesn't do first person games. Like, just it's weird for her. So Dead Island was the very first introduction. Then we did Dead Island Riptide. Fucking loved it. And then obviously Dead Island 2 was kind of like it. I followed it, like, this development for a good while, and then like it kind of like got picked up by 2 different companies, and like it fell through. Then it finally got picked up again. And finally got released, and he was like, actually, it was you who reminded me. He was like, hey, look, you played it out? And I'm like, it's out? It's like, yeah. And it looked fun. Load it up. I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of mad I paid for it, though. I'm a little mad because I paid for that like about $40, give or take. I don't think that's a $40 game.
So you didn't take my advice, is what you're saying. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's a $40 game. You can convince me.
No. I think it's a $40 game. I think you can. You're being.
I'm being. Maybe it's the letdown to the fact that I expected more from it, but it might be just because I've played so many other zombie survival games like that. Is like something about it felt old, felt like dated, I guess, in a bit. But I've seen so many other games do so much more, like Dying Light, for example. Dying Light 2 did so much more with that genre, and it's like kind of like, oh, but it's a different game. But it's like still,
it's not just the fact that it's a different game; it's a different genre. If you start going into Dying Light territory, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play Dying Light. If I wanted to play Dying Light and take the fucking whole zombie apocalypse fucking super serious and I have to sneak up on fucking everything, no, dude. I wanted to play a zombie game where I get to shoot a whole bunch of shit. That's not, like, Dead Island has never been the sneaky deaky kind of fucking game. Come on now. Like, what can you expect from an arcade type of...
I don't think... I mean, Dying Light allows you to play both ways. If you want to play the hack and slash, I kill everything, you can do that, no problem. As long as you kind of similar to what I'm experiencing with my character in Dying Light. I mean, yes, Dead Island. I'm going to do this a lot. Dead Island is that I'm not really the bruiser. I'm kind of like the dodge slash dodge kind of. I don't know what you call it. The rogue of the characters in Dead Island. And if you're good enough and fast enough and your reflexes are good enough, you have no problem with that.
To be honest, dude, I learned something very, very interesting. Just spam dodge sideways and hit with your melee. It's really that easy.
It's funny because you actually do that for Dark Tide too.
Yep. It's not a complicated thing. Granted, I understand it's not like revolutionary, but I don't need every game to be revolutionary.
No, I don't think so either. I think for what it is it's all right. But it does feel a little cliche, and because I purchased it, I don't feel robbed. I just feel a little disappointed. I'm just like, I wish it was a little more.
I actually enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the first Dead Island. Like 100%.
Maybe it's nostalgia for me. Maybe it was nostalgia.
It might be that. I liked the world more in this particular Dead Island.
It does have more personality. They put a lot of personality into the world. A lot of interactionable
stuff and places and like lots of little random shit to do.
I love the spider scene when you're fighting the boss and with the spider in the back.
Yeah,
dope.
Like I think the game was pretty fucking dope.
I think it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's just I don't know, something about it. I mean, I'm still playing. I haven't beat it yet. So we're still playing through it. So, the moment we both find time, which is rare. But we we always go back and load it up and play a few. But I guess what bums me out about the game is that I'm a big person with. I like the crafting. I always like the crafting, the island crafting system.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that though just like irks me. For this game, like I can't keep my weapons long enough. Like I put so much thought into my weapons when I make them, and then I go out, kill 2 zombies, and I leveled up, and I'm sitting there like, fuck. Now they're like my 3 weapons that I made that are purple, obsolete.
Are you not affecting them?
Yeah, but they cost so much money. It's like I try to sell everything I find. And try to have that money up so I can keep leveling up those purple, like the purple ones I have. Mm-hmm. But even then, it's like 30,000 to level up 1. It's just like it's kind of steep. So now at this point, I think we're at the point of the game. I'm a little bit past halfway. I'm thinking of just like keeping 1 weapon now, and then just putting the rest in the stash and just level up just that 1 weapon.
To be honest, I never had a moment where I felt like leveling up 1 weapon once every like 3 or 4 levels was an issue. I never got like stuck in being like, oh my god, I do no damage.
My guns are dog shit though.
The early ones are.
I have like rifles.
Yeah, the early guns are dog shit. Like I'm being real. Like,
it's just and they're up. They're
have you gotten?
They're level matched. They're level matched. They're crafted. What you call those? The rares, which is what blue? The light blues.
Yeah.
So they're all light blues. They have fully mods, and they, unless you do headshots, this dog shit.
You don't start unlocking good mods until later, and the guns that you get early, I'm telling you, are dog shit.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't found a purple gun, so maybe that's what it is. I'm telling you, there are really good guns out there. Like, see, I keep holding my breath for that. I keep holding my breath, like, oh, this game's gonna get better. This game's gonna get better. This game's gonna get better. And I feel like at every stage I get to, it gets a little more disappointing. I'm just like, okay.
I've never had that particular issue, mainly because I thought the game was fine, and I never feel like it has to get better. So maybe that's a small difference in how we're looking at it. Like, because like I said, I thoroughly fucking enjoyed the gameplay that I've had. I've granted it also might be the character we chose.
That's true. I maybe that's what it is. I don't like my character. Like, I get hit once, I die. I crit. Yeah. I crit like a motherfucker, but like, I think the scaling, it's a little wonky with some of the character specializations, and I didn't think it was going to be that impactful when I chose the character with like the lowest resilience. But yeah, I get mollywopped. Just a normal zombie would like knock half my health off. And it's a little frustrating because I think they did a really good job with, what do you call that? The animation feeling unpredictable. Yeah. So like when zombies are attacking you, you don't feel like, oh, left, right. Like, you don't feel like you can actually predict their fucking attacks. They do really random shit that throws you off, and like you think, oh, they're gonna attack you, so you dodge, and they don't attack you. Then you go in for attack, and they fucking attack you.
Yeah,
it's a really weird system that they got, which I think by far is the best thing I've seen so far.
I 100% agree because I love the fact that it's not just like, oh, you're fighting these fucking stupid things. Still, like these zombies are relatively smart. They fake you out a lot.
Are you familiar with the whole the kung fu movie joke behind it, where it's like Bruce Lee or someone or Jackie Chan will get surrounded by 100 guys, but then they're all gonna come at him one at a time.
Yeah, no, this game is not like that.
Yeah,
if you put yourself in a bad spot, you will get mollywopped.
Ironically, Dying Light suffers from that. Dying Light,
really?
yeah. So now I'm sitting here thinking about it, and when you play Dying Light, you'll be surrounded by a fuck ton of zombies, but they all kind of just wait their turn.
It's like, don't worry, kill my homie.
There's exceptions to this. There are exceptions to like the specials, right? The specials will kind of
they'll fuck you up.
They'll break through. They have their own algorithm, but every now and then it feels like they're waiting their turn. Like if one come at you, the other ones kind of hang, kind of like try to go into your blind spot and try to hit you from there. But this one is like if two normal zombies are coming at you, one will like pump fake and the other one attack.
Yeah.
And then it's like they're taking turns, but in the same time. It's such a weird dynamic.
They're taking turns, but they're kind of not.
Yeah, it's kind of like they own their own, their own sequence of pattern attacks, and it's very unpredictable because a lot of their shambling. I wonder if the mocap, if there's like a videos of their mocaps, whatever actor did those movements.
I think they do an excellent job.
Yeah, because they like the shambling that they do is fucking it's pretty. Like if is a physical actor actually did that, that's fucking crazy.
Question: have you made it to the beach?
Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you done the police station quest?
Yes.
Okay,
I did the barrier one. The one you go up the tower. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Right after that.
Oh, okay. So that lady, right?
Yeah. She sells guns.
Yeah, but you need to get her quests done.
Yeah, I did it. The fire pits. Got it.
No. She has something even further.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
More shit unlocks as you progress, but the ending of hers, she unlocks like all the purple assault rifles.
Okay. And we have been noticing that side quests tend to unlock some decent stuff. So we've been stopping and going around doing some of the side quests from the other areas.
But I'm talking about the police station, not the army. That one right there is dangerous as fuck if you're actually doing well and kind of just like trying to take it like, oh yeah, I'm strong enough to go and do this. Like you get caught up in there in the wrong time. Like I've had like 6 specials spawn out there.
I'm trying to remember. We did have a quest to go into the police station, but that was the Cowabunga guys. Oh, actually, we passed that part. We went into the hotel now. That's where we're at. Hotel Sierra or whatever the hell.
Yeah, once you get your first set of objectives done there, you're gonna unlock
side quests.
Yeah, more side quests in the back areas.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Like I realized that the character was like doing that wonderful thing where you spiral out of control. Like you don't in how strong you are in general. You snowball and it starts really slow, but once you start gaining power, like you're gonna be like, at a point where you're just like fucking people up.
I do not feel that way at all.
Right. Hopefully,
what I do my crits make me feel like if I just headshot motherfuckers, I can pop most things in 2 or 3 hits. Whites, I can probably hit them in 1 hit. I can pop them. Specials, 2 or 3 hits if I'm critting. But if I get close to them, I'm dead. Like, ironically, me and my wife, we complement each other with the build. So she picked the one character that's really resilient. Like, she just stands in a crowd and just starts blocking. So she looks like a linebacker, and I guess every successful block that she does, I guess like you have to time it correctly.
Mm-hmm. Perfect block.
Yeah. She triggers like a roar that like stuns everything and pushes everything back.
Yeah, you start getting some good shit.
So yeah, either way, this is me being petty. I wish those cards were not so goddamn confusing. Some of those cards are a little confusing. The way they're like the stats are written and like what they do. Yeah, I wish they would have fixed that UI a little bit. I know what they were going for, but I don't think it really. I don't really think it hit the right way.
You don't think it did what they were aiming for?
Nah, I think they tried to put a funky twist to it, and it's kind of just made it a little more confusing.
Fair. You know, I don't think that's being petty. That's like a legit thing that you feel. As long as you're not just like, nah, that's why I hate Dead Island. We'll never play another of their games. Like that's when you're being like petty.
Nah, I'd spend money like stupid. I think they announce the next one, I'll probably still buy it. Like, let's see what's going on. I'm such a fan of the whole zombie shit. I'm such a big fan of it. I'm sucker for it.
I like how big the actual world is in this particular zombie game. And it's
a little deceptive though. It's a little deceptive. It feels big, but it's not.
Right, but I think it's mainly because there's a lot packed into it. There's a lot of stuff.
I do like it that it makes you like you can explore the whole area. But then there's certain areas that you can't actually get into until you get the side quest.
Yeah, then you got to come back.
Yeah, I've been running into a lot of those areas where I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this looks like a side quest area. Why can't I get in here? And I can look at the map. Clearly, I can go in, but I can't get in now. So I guess I got to come back later. Because I'm one of those like I like to like
fully do,
not fully do, but I like to. What's over here? What's over there? What's over there? Like, just as I'm going, I like to like just look at all the little nook and crannies before I move on to the next map. Because it's the whole Baldur's Gate shit. Like I feel like I'm not gonna be able to come back.
Fair. Like I understand why you would feel that. A lot of games kind of train you to do that. Not train you, but you know what I mean. Like incentivize that sort of play.
And it's like, oh, you get some special things if you just look around. And I have gotten some pretty decent shit. Most of the good stuff that I found is like from not side quests, but side little areas. I'm just like looking through. Like everywhere I go, I'm carrying 3 fuses.
By the time you're finishing up like your side quests and stuff, like the actual quest chains, not just like the solo things. Some of the rewards I have carried until the very end of the game. Like there's some definitely good shit.
Well, I figured that once you find a gun, once you find a weapon that you really like, whether you crafted it or you found it, like I found it that for my character, there is a specific knife that works really well with him. And I found that in purple, and it works really well. And the way I crafted it works really fucking good. And I like this. I like the attack pattern that it does. And the
legendary I got was a legendary knife that I think you'd really love.
Yeah, and so I figured there's no sense of me trying to keep looking for new weapons. If this one works for me, I can just keep upgrading this one. I could keep, just keep it up to level, and it should be fine. That's kind of where that consensus that I kind of came up with. I could be right or wrong. And any other weapon that I find that are pretty decent, I just put in a stash, and then sell the rest of the shit.
Makes sense.
It's kind of what I've been trying to do.
The thing that I ended up finding out for myself is that the stash is too fucking small.
I haven't run into that problem. Is it really that small?
For me, because there were certain weapons that I'm like, oh, dude, I want to keep that shit. Upgrade that shit and play with it later, or for situations like this. And then I end up with like 15, 20 purples. And I can't carry that many. You know what I mean? Like,
that's disappointing. I thought it was initially when I looked at it and I saw it, I was like, I only have like 3 items in there so far. I thought it was gonna be a good enough size.
It's not that it's like small or super small. It's just how do you say, dude? I'm a fucking path player, bro. Like that's literally
you
what
want stash tabs.
Yeah, no, like what the fuck? I need more shit.
That would explain why you like Borderlands so much.
Yes. Yeah. I love Borderlands. I'm a fucking hoarder, dude. I'll pick up 5 guns and never shoot one of them.
Ironically, that's one of the things why I don't like playing with my wife as much. My wife is a habitual hoarder. Like, she will find the smallest things and be like, I want this. And then spend like a half an hour just like organizing it and then putting it away. And I'm sitting there just trying to do a quest. I'm just like, babe, you done yet? Hold on.
You see, I have a different problem where I will hoard all of that, but I won't put any of it organized at all. It'll all just be a jumbled fucking mess. You've seen my desktop.
Yeah.
Like, I am so bad for that kind of shit.
When we do grocery shopping, so we do grocery shopping. My job is to take the stuff out the bag. Right. That's it. Like, I'm not allowed to put things away because I just find whatever fucking corner and just like, all right, boom, done. And she comes later, she's like, what in the flying fuck is going on here?
She'd be like, I don't know.
She needs everything color coded based on when she's gonna use it, and like everything has to like. And it's amazing because when you see it, you're like, oh shit! I didn't know this can stack like this. This is fucking awesome. But it's like, it took you an hour to do this though. It took me 5 minutes just to stack everything. But it is like, it is helpful later on when you like need shit. Like, oh, where's the carrots? Boom, right there. Like,
they're in the spot that we put the carrots.
Yeah, it's right there. Like me, I would have put them like deep back. I had to take everything out just to get the goddamn carrots. So it's ironically how a person's personal way of doing things translates even into like a game. Where it's like the way they do their own personal stuff, they do it in the game. They buy this shit and then they organize it really carefully. In your case, you hoard shit on your desktop and then you also hoard shit on the game.
Yep. It's just like, I keep it all here. It's just where I find it, or I get lazy during like installation, or like for instance, like with Path, I have a dump tab. Just throw it all in there. I'll sort it later.
I think if you don't have a dump tab in Path, you're not doing yourself a service though. The problem is, so here's the way I look at it. Don't get a quad for a dump tab. I made that mistake.
I use a quad.
I started using a quad for our group play. Right?
I remember. I noticed.
And I instantly regretted it. Because
too small?
No. It's just I felt like anything of value is only this much space. And I realized I was picking up too much shit. I was picking up shit that may have not be as valued that deep into the league. Don't get me wrong. Early in the league, may need quad stat because you want to pick up, 6 links. You want to start, picking up all that stuff and then be able to sell it. But that late into the league, I didn't have to pick up all that shit. And I think that's it's a matter of like, if you're the person who's picking up shit versus you're the person who's dumping. It's are you picking up too much shit? Like, it's just a matter of like, you never know, right? It's like, who knows? But I don't know.
I don't mind that you picked up all that, because I'm not gonna lie, even after you stopped playing, I was going in there and finding shit I needed for very niche shit. Like when I was trying to recraft my helm, I was like, oh cool, I have all the shit here. It's a good thing the homie's been picking up alts. Like
okay. I just like, yeah, it sounded like someone bust their ass. I looked over like, what the hell? No, everything good. Trying to think. Just got distracted, dude. I lost my train of thought. I'm still thinking about someone, my wife over here trying to bust her ass. Fuck, where was he?
I'm focusing on trying not to fucking sneeze right now.
Just sneeze.
Yeah,
just mute yourself and sneeze.
No. It's one of those ones that like sneaks up on you and then like.
It's not true.
No, it'll be like borderline for like 40, 50 seconds, and then we'll either decide to happen or go away. Like
the hard to get ones.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to right now is that there are no games like really out that I really want to play. I've played most of them. Right now, what's great right now is that there's two things that's great. There aren't actual any game releases pending that I'm sitting here like, oh, I want to play that shit, which allows me time to kind of like take care of what I gotta do personally, and then be able not to feel guilty, because obviously, the next league is gonna come out in January,
right?
And I think by then, most of my personal shit would be settled. Like, most of that shit would be. I am not gonna have to worry about most of the shit. And I think I said this on a podcast before, but I'm also moving as well. So.
I don't think you actually stated that you're moving. I thought you said that you were looking.
I've been looking for about a year.
So
I found something, and it's but like halfway through the contract shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah.
So far everything looks good. All the green lights all go to a go. So hopefully by the end of this month, I kind of I'm trying to finish. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to speed it up so I don't have to pay like another month's rent.
Makes sense.
But lawyer telling me by the end of the month. So worst case scenario will be by the end of the month. So that would be a bit of a. Once we get closer to that date, I'll let you know, and I'll have to probably take like a hiatus for December or something like that. Makes sense. So I can get myself set up in a new place.
Yep.
I mean, my computers would be the first thing I take, but but it'll be one of those things where it's like got a few things to set up. But other than that, holiday season coming up, so there'll be a few things that I'll be able to take care of, and I don't have to worry about too much about like spending 100 hours in Path.
Right. Are there any like Christmas games?
Christmas themed games?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Or like Christmas releases.
Yeah. No, like games that are like Christmas themed, and people are like, oh yeah, like there's like Halloween games, like scary games, spoopy.
Nah.
Christmas. I was just wondering because I've never heard of a Christmas themed game.
I would have to assume
there might be like some shit that's like Santa's fucking sleigh shit or some shit.
Yeah, like something like that. But I don't think there's like any good games.
The Tale of Santa fucking having trouble with Mrs. Claus.
I mean, there's definitely games that have like Christmas skins,
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
oh yeah, true.
Like I think League of Legends has like characters that have
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
theme.
yeah,
So
yeah.
and they do the whole festival, the festive.
Yeah. Fuck League, I don't care. I'm fucking so tired of League. I've been playing the game for too damn long. I've been playing since season 2.
I
Anyway.
every now and then I like one or two matches of League, and I'm like, all right, uninstall. It's one of those things where it's like, I was a big MOBA fan back when they were like in Warcraft, and back when it was in StarCraft, and then they actually made it a thing with Dota and a few other games that came out. Big fan of it. It's just the worst community ever.
100, dude. The other
It's
day,
like it attracts the riffraff of the internet.
It really does attract the worst of fucking people, and it's really sad because it's not like trash, right? It's a decent game. The problem lies with just fuckers who play it.
Yeah. I haven't played League in well over a year now, but on the surface, it's a decent game. It's a really well thought out game.
Oh, 100. That's not even close to my issue with League. My issue with League is just the community's ass. The fucking devs don't give a shit if they uproot anything that you decided to do. It's just, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, in the beginning, 5 characters had fucking dashes, bro. Everybody now has 5 dashes, 2 speed ups, a gap closer, and a teleport. It's just like, and if it doesn't, it's trash. I'm good.
I don't know if this still exists, but there used to be a MOBA game based on DC characters.
I don't know.
I think the game was called Infinite Crisis. I looked it up just now. I don't know if it's still around. Let me Google that. Infinite Crisis. I think it got shut down because it was fucking ass. I think it got real toxic real fast.
I think that's just the what do you call the curse of MOBAs, bro.
Yeah, we might be right.
Like finding a community that's competitive yet not toxic is just, I don't know, dude. Is it even fucking possible?
I'm trying to find it. What the fuck? It's. I guess it's not. I guess it's not still not up. The game was the game was closed on August 12th. It didn't even last a year. Oh boy. I remember playing it in beta, and then it was ironically fun because you was playing as like Batman and all these characters, and I remember one of the characters I love playing the most is the Joker, because the Joker kind of played like Shaco.
Okay.
But just insert a little bit of Looney Tunes into it. Like a lot of his attacks were like very Roadrunner and Coyote style, where he used to just drop random shit on you.
Right.
And like, I think one of his ultimate was like he shoot a gun that like basically the thing bang comes out and nothing happens, and then if he gets away, then you receive damage depending on how fast he gets away from you. Like it was a proportion of how much damage you receive. It was something real dumb. But I remember playing and I was like, damn, this fucking game is fucking fun, and it just disappeared. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't know what happened. But yeah, it's amazing how many mobile games have come and gone and have not been well. And I think that's probably has something to do with the field being so saturated, but there's not enough mobile players wanting to play mobile games.
I think my stance on this is I think they figured out how to make a fun MOBA game when they released League of Legends. Dota has always obviously been doing well too. But
Dota is always like I think Dota takes itself so serious though.
True, but that might be true. But for people who are looking for a more serious like version of MOBAs, then they usually play Dota, and people who are into more cartoony shit usually play League. At least that's from what I've seen. I feel that the problem is there's no more innovation in the space that is going to be lasting.
Yeah,
and that will keep people's attention for a long period of time. The fact of the matter is the two MOBAs that are there are the two MOBAs that have the biggest like. Oh yeah, I either want realism in my MOBA or I don't. Like cartoony graphics or not. Like that's really the thing. Like it really hasn't all changed all that much since fucking StarCraft or Warcraft.
I've never gravitated to Dota. I've played it I've played a good amount of Dota. Never really enjoyed it as much. I've at least enjoyed League.
I realized that I stopped liking it.
I mean, after a while of like drinking shit, you start realizing this is shit.
Yeah. I can't do this shit no more, dude. I want to. Don't get me wrong. I have 400 plus skins on my account. I've been playing fucking League for a while. It's been one of those games that
I remember my first character I ever bought. First character I've ever received.
Don't actually say anything, please, because that is actually a security question.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you ever need to request your account or something like that back, that's what they'll ask you. What was the first? Do you remember the first thing that you either purchased?
No. Well, I didn't purchase it. It was more like when you grind up the coins.
No, yeah, unlock too. It didn't matter because technically, when you use your coins to do that, you're purchasing the champion.
All right. So, what was your favorite character?
My favorite character?
Yeah.
It depends. Like now, like current or like of all time.
I mean, I all time, I guess.
Old Aatrox.
So pre-nerf?
It's not pre-rework. Because they didn't necessarily nerf him. They just changed him. And I heard a lot of people have this like weird stance where it's just like, oh, you say you liked old Aatrox, but you really didn't. I loved old Aatrox. I used to spam old Aatrox. Why? Because it was a highly volatile lane that either I fed hard or I got really fed. It was just it was super fun. I enjoyed the champion itself. And they
have a lot of those though. They have a lot of those like either you
Feast or Fan.
Yeah, what's his name? Darius.
Yes, Feast or Famine.
There's a few of those that are like either you do good in the beginning or you're assed out the rest of the game.
Or you are fucked. It's a dabber.
Yep, it's a dabber.
Well,
it's a dabber complaining.
Should we end here?
No. Thinking about the my favorite character has been the so I'm flip flopped. But if you look at my account and my profile, the character I play the most is Nasus.
Nasus is fucking nasty if you get good at it.
And I don't think I've ever lost with Nasus. It's just I can tunnel vision Nasus. Like I can literally ignore everything that's happening in the game. Not give a shit. Not ignore my team. And just Q. Q. And I guess to a pivot point in the game where they're like, oh, I'm chasing this champion. Q dies. Oh, there's another one. Q dies. Another one. Q dies.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I just start carrying the entire team. I go up to a tower, Q, dead. That and something about that is so satisfying.
Oh, dude, fucking old Evelyn was also fun.
I could agree with you. I didn't like the rework because Evelyn was one of the ones I used to jungle with, and then the rework completely. I can't jungle.
It was necessary. I'm gonna be real with you, 100% necessary.
I get it, but I guess it was around the time like I started playing and I come back. I stopped playing and I come back, and it's like when I came back, it's like, what the fuck is this character?
They did the same thing to Twitch because Evelyn and Twitch used to have basically a permanent stealth.
Yeah.
And people complained like, oh, Evelyn's just a pink ward and she's useless. Dude, people were getting straight up like 5-man reported for playing Evelyn back in the day. Like, people hated that shit, but it was fun, especially if you were like decent at the game and can like go secure kills, spiral out of control, know where to be, act like a ward.
People would complain about that. Was that mage that throws all the orbs at you?
Syndra.
When Syndra first came out, everyone and their mother complained about Syndra because.
Oh my god, old Fiora. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Fiora was my. If someone picked Nasus, I would go Fiora. Top lane.
Especially like when she was first released, because
it was disgusting.
Her 2 dashes were not these micro dashes that you have today. You got to skip up 2 of them, and it would dash to the champion. You didn't have to aim it. You just click on the
with like just attack with some attack speed, and then you hit it with some splat. Oh, disgusting!
You just you Q E R.
It was just disgusting.
And then that was it. Then you would have Penta.
You know when I stopped playing League is when I was my mid is usually Victor.
He's fun as fuck right now.
And I went up against what's the one, I don't know his name. The one that summons like these sand enemies.
Oh, Azir.
I went up against an Azir that this dude must have been like platinum.
Dude was just like stunting on you.
Bro, the entire match. It was just like the way he played Azir was such a like, what the fuck is happening here?
But it's infuriating and it works.
It was murdering everyone. It was just like, I've never seen anyone play this character this way, and it was just like, it was a brain fucked completely.
I remember when the game started getting to the point where people were getting good.
What was the character that you regret most? Could they change?
Absolutely, Fiora and Aatrox.
Really?
Those 2 are tied, yeah. Because Fiora, they took away my favorite ability in the game, which was her ult. She became untargeted and just attacked shit. You get yourself Ravenous Hydra, and she's just splashing your whole team. Took away that, I didn't have very much fun. They took away Aatrox's strange dash, and a lot of other things that made him like very different to play. And those that also just like crushed me, and I was just like, ugh. But that was a long time ago. I haven't been giving a shit about what League has done in that sense.
No, I get you.
I just realize I'm bored.
You get old.
I play it and I'm like, am I even having fucking fun right now? No.
I mean, it's like you said, there's no innovation happening. Like, it's just right now the game is just a cash cow for whoever plays it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's League. They're not innovating. They're not. It's not League. Sorry, it's not Path. Like, they're not bringing new content out, and you get to explore that content. And like, it's like,
no, they bring new champions.
Yeah, that's it. But the arena's relatively the same. They just make a new hole here, a new path here. But because I think esports has something to do with it. Like a lot of esports,
they have to keep it relatively stable for people to be good at it.
Create strategy around it and all this other shit. But I think that's a wrong direction to go to. I think a better direction to go to is just like make it where people have to adapt every fucking few months.
I don't know, man. Fucking the competitive scene in League has done pretty well for itself.
For now.
You know, it's one of those things where what I think happens is because I've noticed like my little brother, he's playing more League now. He's interested in it. He's having fun.
How old is he?
14, 13, something along those lines. Okay. And I've noticed it's like, you know what? It might just be that fact of I'm moving out of that area where that kind of game just doesn't sate what I'm looking for in a video game anymore.
Have you had the path conversation with him yet?
He doesn't have a computer that could play Path, so I've steered away from it. Because if I start trying to be like, you should play Path, he's going to be like, you should buy me a computer. It's like fair, but at the same time, you don't have to fucking sound so like.
What? He doesn't have like a console?
No. Fuck consoles. No.
I'm just saying, like it's a good
Oh, I know.
You can't build like a good test bench. Like basically, if you have a console, he already has a console. But like, look, try it on the console first, see if you like it, and then we go cross that road.
He doesn't have a console. He has a PC. His PC is like my old PC, is barely enough to run League. So he's just having to deal with that.
That's good. He doesn't have to waste his life in Path,
or just extra time that he doesn't want to spend studying and shit anyway. So he doesn't need
go down that path route, bro. He may never come back.
Yeah, he'll never fucking go to school again.
Start having stomach aches for no damn reason. Stomach ache. The day before league launch, I had stomach ache. I can't imagine playing Path when I was in school. I can't imagine. I can't imagine it, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I can, because I basically did what you're imagining with World of Warcraft when I was in school.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Like, I know life that shit so hard. People were like, "Oh my god, how is this guy so good?" I didn't have a job.
Yeah, you're right about that. No, I'm sitting here thinking about it like, yeah, you're right about that. You're right. I did know life a lot of fucking games, especially MMORPGs.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing shameful about it or anything. It's just that's what it was. And I love as like a kid, we're like, oh dude, we're so fucking good at this goddamn video game. Like, but as you realize, like as you get older, you're like, man, that guy right there had an hour to play a day. I could tell because of how he plays.
Not with those guys that play for 1 hour or 2 hours and shit. They be sitting there like, fuck, how the fuck did you beat the game already, motherfucker? It's that 13-year-old from fucking Alabama.
It's interesting when you look and you see how, because I don't know if you remember like something that was like relatively popular that you got into that was like competitive. Mine easily was League and World of Warcraft because I did Arena. In the beginning of all of this shit, people were so fucking bad at video games. It was so easy to stunt on them. It was difficult. You just had to be the first person to realize that you could fucking strafe and then stop casting. And like
I've had this conversation with you a lot of times before. You know what game I'm about to say.
Do I?
Yes. The first game that I ever came across that people were fucking super competitive in was Guns.
Oh no, I don't know. I played Arena when Guns was out. I was already
Arena.
In World of Warcraft, I was already doing competitive when that came out. At least
I guess the way I'm looking at it, competitive meaning like either you were good or you were ass. Wow, and people took fucking pride in that shit. And I think in my I don't know, if a high school, middle school, like people like needed your guns like in-game name. Like it was a real thing. Like people went hard on that game in my school. I don't remember what was elementary. I don't even know what school I was in, but I remember like people. What's your IGN? What's your IGN? What's your IGN? And it was just like, and I lunchtime. People talking about the butterfly and all this other shit, and it's just like I don't know what the fuck that is. And then having to learn what it is and being successful. I remember my first butterfly. I was like, oh shit, I did it. Which ironically, my brother thought I was masturbating. Because I was, spazzing out in front of a computer, and then he came around the corner and was like, "What the fuck you doing?" And I was just like, "Playing game." He said, "So why you hitting the goddamn keyboard so much?" He's like, "No." He. My brother came from like Command and Conquer games.
Right.
Like that's what he used to play. Like he never seen that level of like intense having to bash the keyboard as much.
Yeah, ruining your shit.
Yeah, just completely ruining his. Ironically, it was his computer.
What the fuck are you doing to my shit, bro?
So, but yeah, that was the very first game. I mean, I've played a lot of MMOs. I didn't feel the competitiveness because I could just ignore people. But definitely MMOs when it came to like raiding and stuff like that. Like people went hard. I've lost a few. I lost a lot of years of my life with the MMO shit.
I did too.
I have trauma, dude. I have like a lot of trauma when it comes to that shit. I ended up
losing a lot of time due to just straight up just arenas and really hardcore focusing on that aspect of the game. And just, man, it was the thing that I love to do in WoW more than anything else.
I've been backstabbed. I've been.
Oh, are you talking like the fucking like guild politics kind of shit?
Yeah, dude. I always got sucked into it, dude. I always got sucked into it.
Just tell everybody to suck a dick. That was always my thing.
I don't know if I've ever said this on. Again, I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast, but I've told you that at least I've said this to you at least privately. That like I feel like I'm a natural like cult leader, right? And I think that shows up when I played MMOs because I would naturally just like insert myself into the leadership role. Where even if I'm not trying to be a guild leader, even I'm not trying to be, I just want to be a healer. And that's what I used to always play. I always played like a healer. Like, that's my thing. And somehow, one way or the other, I find myself in a leadership position. I'm sitting there like, fuck. How did I get myself into this situation?
That sounds like you're attempting to. You don't just fall into leadership,
dude.
Bro.
It was. I'm a natural cult leader, so I tend to like start gathering people. And I'm like, hey, look, you want to come through this? Come through. And I start gathering people and before I realize I'm gathering influence, and then everyone's like, hey, you should be leader. And I'm saying like, yeah, whatever. It's just only 5 of us, whatever. Let's just get this done. And before I realize it's 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. And before I realize it, in this one guild that I established, they were doing guild wars. Not the game, but they were doing guild wars in the game I was playing. So there was like, PvP against give me a second.
He's getting a second. I'm allowing it.
So
no, pause that.
Huh?
Pause that for a second.
Pause that?
I mean, mute it, whatever.
1 second. Sorry.
Shit. I had to mute myself until it didn't work.
It didn't work. No, it didn't work. I heard it.
Yeah.
You should have just sneezed, dude. Like I told you.
I just couldn't, man. I was trying.
That was like a half.
Trying to hold it long enough. I was trying to hold it long enough to hit the button, and I couldn't.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so they were doing guild wars, right? And you gotta gather like 30, 40, 50 people to coordinate a complete battle. It's insane. And then you have to then organize different raids for different sets of people. Because then there's certain people with certain amount of DPS, a certain amount of people with, clicks, and then I like to do this healer because I trust this healer, and I like this tank because they know how to face the boss away or whatever. So you gotta like the fucking politics, bro. I've lost.
Yeah, no, I never did that. I would tell people because I didn't mind raid leading. I didn't do guild leading because that's how you got into all that shit. I would just my guild leader would give me DPS numbers. I'd pick who goes to the raid. And that was it. If you made raid day, you made raid day. If you didn't get chosen for raid day today, you might get it next week. Fucking show better DPS throughout the week. Like I don't know. I very was like no nonsense about that kind of shit because I don't give a fuck what the hell's going on in your life. Like, at least back then.
Yeah, it's I.
Oh, I used to tell my raid leader, don't recruit people who are married or boyfriend and girlfriend. Keep that shit out of the fucking guild.
I learned that lesson hard too.
Yep. Sit there, all of a sudden your raid falls apart.
I had no idea. Yeah,
this woman's being a dumbass. Like
this couple. You know, it's funny. Me and Rosie used to play the MMOs together, and we've never had this problem. Like ourselves, we never had this problem. I knew how to keep it separate. Like even if I was the leader of the guild, like I wouldn't give her special preference. And whenever I used to play with her, I used to tell people, like, this is not the time. I'm playing with her. I'm not achieving. I'm not trying to strive for nothing. So I never had that problem. But I remember one couple came into the guild, and it just went bad really fast. Like, and it was like before I realized it, it was just like a complete rip in the entire guild happened. It was just sitting there like, what the fuck just happened?
I've had that happen with a married couple that were in the guild, and they nuked their whole marriage in guild chat.
Oh,
like
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like I noticed, like, because you have a guild, people are talking and shit, and then you see these two just start going at it, and then you just see everybody else stop chatting. And we're all just obviously watching this fucking clusterfuck go down. And then it happens. She says his dick is small. And I'm like, oh, it's over.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's never seen that one happen. But the version I've seen is when two people are arguing, but then you realize you're arguing with his girlfriend. So then he comes in like, no, fuck you, dude. It's like, who the fuck are you? It's like, that's my girlfriend, dude. Fuck you. And it's like, wait, what? No, fuck you. And then before you realize it, it's like a 3-in-1. And it's like, then it's like spirals out of control. Then they don't want to talk to each other. But then we all have to do raids. And it's just saying, I'm like, so what the fuck happened? So can someone leave the guild because this is stupid at this point?
Oh, no, nobody wants to leave because it's their year.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have seniority here, kind of shit. It's just you're a problem.
What's funny about it is that I never was the guild leader. I joined in as a healer, and ironically, I got good friends with the leader. Because the leader at the time, he was stupid. He just who he was. He was stupid, and I was competitive, right? I was competitive, and I can't, whisper. I'm like, hey bro, you should do this, you should do that, and hey bro, maybe we should. And I know lifed, so I started contributing a lot. I started just fucking going ham, and I'm a healer, so I get groups. I don't have to worry about that. Fucking every time I got groups, and eventually he just came up to me. He's like, hey bro, I don't think I'm right for this. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, and just gave me leadership. He never left though.
Right.
He would fucking disappear for months at a time and come back and be like, hey, so how's everything going? Like it was like, like someone retired and every now and then they still come back to the job.
Come back to work.
And they hang around, chat for a little bit, and then they disappear again. And then years later, bro, I shit you not, this motherfucker adds me on Facebook. I don't know how he found me, but I gave him my real name at the time. He somehow found me, added me, and I'm sitting here like, why the fuck does this person look so familiar? And out of the blue, he sends me a message. He's like, hey, so he calls me by my in-game name and says, so are you still playing? Years after, bro. I'm sitting there like, bro, what? I mean, I'm not worried about you finding me on Facebook. I'm fine. I accepted you. But what? Like, you can't be this dumb. But yeah. So hopefully if he's listening to this. Why, dude? like, I get it, man. Like, not everyone is like, no life in video games. But it's like, there's some people that just don't have the personality for that kind of thing.
Yeah, but sometimes you miss the camaraderie. Like I miss the fact that the most random shit would happen on raid nights. We had this one woman that would get like fucking fucked up drunk, like not cool drunk. You
see some wild personalities.
Yeah, dude, but this shit would start masturbating while in voice chat, like during raid.
Oh, that bitch was lying.
No, bro. Because she would start. It would start out like quiet, where she'd be like,
"Nah, fuck that. I would leave."
Like,
nah,
bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was young. Kind of fucking turned me on a little bit. I was like,
"Nah, man, that would be fucking annoying." Someone
it
fucking
was
like that shit. The fuck out of there.
I was just like, what the fuck's going on? And then everybody would get uncomfortable. You have some people drop out and shit, but I'd sit there and listen. Just like
jerking off.
I wouldn't be jerking off, no, but I would definitely sit there and listen.
Lying second of shit.
No, I wouldn't lie. I actually would not lie about this.
This conversation getting real dark real quick.
I don't know about dark. Weird, maybe.
I was just about to ask you, have you jerked off to phone sex?
I have, shit, absolutely. If you have a woman willing to masturbate on the phone with you, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna say, nah, I don't do that. You gonna listen to that woman rub one out.
Oh, fuck, I'm getting a headache. Fuck.
I certainly did. Just be like, oh yeah. Just be like, you playing with your dick? Be like, sure.
I have never felt so dirty in my life.
Bullshit.
Never have felt so dirty.
You have a child.
What the fuck that's supposed to mean?
I know who you are, you dirty motherfucker. How'd you make that baby? No.
No, I meant like I had phone sex like fucking years ago, maybe 10 plus years. When I first met my wife. It was the only one I've ever did it with. Well, technically did not do it, but afterwards, like the cleanup while still on the phone, it was like, ew, what the fuck am I doing? I sound like a goddamn degenerate.
I'm gonna fucking die.
It was fucking disgusting. I was like, no, never doing this again. Instantly regretted it.
Oh my god, I've never heard something so fucking funny in my life.
It's like once it's hot when you're doing it, but then it fucking just.
How the fuck am I supposed to continue playing video games?
I told you this is coming. I told you this is gonna get dark. I'm just.
Oh fuck, bro!
I don't feel like you should be the only one to be out there and say that you have phone sex. I should say I feel like okay, I did now admit that I did it too and like share my goddamn experience. But I feel like a dirty whore.
Like the fact of the matter is,
I threw a wet napkin at myself. Like clean yourself out, motherfucker. The fuck out of my house.
What that tells me is that you had zero forethought before the action. Like I never had your particular experience.
No, I got primed. They would like they asked. They were like, "Hey, you wanna?"
And you didn't just like go to the bathroom. You just decided.
No, I was by myself. I was alone.
Right. But no, that's my whole point. Like, you could have just done it in the bathroom. You nut into the toilet. It's
I don't know about other people, man, but I'm masturbate. I like to get comfortable.
Fair.
I don't like. I don't even like getting my dick sucked when I'm standing up.
I do.
Nah, dude. I'm about to edit all this shit out.
All I'm gonna say is
He's like, no,
a weak
just
moment.
time out. Your boy's got mad deep. Time out. He was like, I do.
It's getting dark here. Just got darker.
It's fucking midnight path. Damn it. It's literally going down the wrong path.
Nah, it's the right one, man. We're gravy.
Oh shit.
These are the conversations that need to be had by people who play Path of Exile.
Standing or sitting or laying. How do you get your rocks off?
It's just like in a lot of I imagine a lot of people would be like, does it even matter? Like, no, but
it's
yes.
personal preference, right? It's
right,
like,
yeah.
do you what kind of toppings you like on your pizza? Kind of like that. Not everyone likes pepperoni. Not everyone likes pineapple.
I more like to think of it more like, do you like to eat your fries first or your burger first, or do you like to eat them together? It's just, different strokes for different folks.
That's an interesting point. I'm thinking about that. I'm probably thinking about it too hard now. Because if I buy it from McDonald's, I like both at the same time. Like, I like to take a bite on my burger and then some fries and just vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the McDonald's fries after they get a little cold, they get stale. So I can't wait too long for that.
I put my fries in my burger. Not all of them, obviously. I'm not gonna
lie to you. When you said it to me, I'm thinking to myself, is this motherfucker still 13? Because that's some real high school shit. Because I remember in high school we used to do that shit a lot.
Yeah, because it's delicious. What the fuck?
Okay.
I don't understand how that's.
I think as an adult, I like to separate my flavors. Like, I like to a burger, just the burger, not missing anything out, just the burger, boom, and then the fries. Okay, the fries, pretty cool. Fries.
So you and I obviously think about food slightly different because.
Yeah, you're obviously a fucking slut. You just put everything in the same thing. Just
oh hell yeah, bro! You never put fucking strawberry shake and dip your burger in it.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that probably is going to get you triggered. I don't fuck with strawberries.
Why would that trigger me?
I don't know. You said strawberry. You said strawberry. See, a person who drinks strawberry milkshakes probably has a fucking fetish with strawberries.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
My
wife fucking. Like, I hate strawberries. I fucking hate them. And she loves them. So it's like,
I just like them. They're good.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. If you're into that kind of shit,
blend that shit up.
Most of them are was fucking sour, and they don't fucking.
You see, what it is for me is it doesn't matter what kind of shake as long as it's not chocolate.
I could agree with that.
I'm just a shake person.
I could even deal with like a cookies and cream, like a Oreo milkshake.
Okay,
I could deal with one of those, but chocolate milkshake, fuck you.
I don't know about that far. Like, fuck you, but
nah, fuck you. Strawberry milkshake. I think they're bomb. If my wife, everywhere we go, my wife will get a strawberry milkshake, and I just look out with such fucking disgust. I'm like,
I find that weird. I feel like you're making it a bigger deal than it is.
No, because all right, there's history, right? When you have a partner, you have a wife, the advantage is that you get to eat their shit, right? So when they buy something,
no, okay, hold up.
No.
Now we're crossing. No. Now we're crossing into something where you're trying to establish a common ground here.
No, I'm just letting you know what I've established.
Oh, okay. Because me and you are not feeling confident on this.
No.
Buy shit, you stay the fuck away from.
Oh, I agree with you.
Bought your own.
No, I agree with you. In fact, I wish it was that way. But see, I've learned that I would prefer you to stay the fuck away from my food, right? But it won't work that way. So what mine is yours and yours is mine. So now the problem now is, how do I now make yours mine?
Nah, I fight.
No, look, hey, listen. I fight too, but I lose. That's the problem.
Oh no! I'll sit there and I'll be like,
now it's 2 against 1. Now it's 2 against 1. By the way, I'll sit down with a plate of food, and I'll have my little one on my left and my wife on my right. Like, what you got over there?
And at the end of the day, understand that I would tell Romy, she'd be like, "Look, man, you touch one of my fries, you're getting fucking put up for adoption tomorrow."
So the whole strawberry milkshake, where that comes in is that I hate fucking strawberries, right? And I feel too fat to buy 2 milkshakes. So I'm saying to myself, like, oh, maybe we could share 1 milkshake, right? Bro, but she'll get a strawberry milkshake, and I sit there like, okay, fucking eat a strawberry milkshake. Just get a vanilla one. Get a vanilla. We both like vanilla. She's like, no, I want a strawberry milkshake. And it's like,
I feel like you're just being an asshole because you want to steal someone's food and they're not letting you.
No, I want to be able to share like a milkshake with my wife.
Nah, it's only romantic
with 2 straws. You know what I mean?
Like, it's only romantic when it's not strawberry.
I hate strawberries. That's all. Like, I can't share it with her. And I'm saying, like, just watching her a goddamn strawberry milkshake. And I'm saying, like, fucking. Then I get my burger with fries. She get her little grilled chicken sandwich or salad or whatever the fuck. And the whole time she's eating my shit. All right, there's a lot of trauma in this conversation right now, so I'm just going.
So I just feel like I feel like that's a problem that you should solve.
We need counseling. Yes, we need counseling. Yes.
Not even that. Like, stay the fuck away from my fries. I don't care. Like, I don't care if we because I really am
You have to adapt. You have to adapt and like buy extra.
I don't care. Yeah, no, but that's my whole point. Look if you want it, buy it. We're here to eat. If you want to eat fries, eat
but I'm watching my figure.
I don't give a flying fuck. Then these fries aren't gonna help that, are they?
Oh, but that taste.
Like,
I just want to taste.
Nope. Taste. Then you can get yourself a taste of a small. I will burn relationships down for this under this principle. I don't give a fuck. I am, and it's not even like an anger kind of thing, because if it was one of those things where, like, for instance, if my girlfriend and I,
that's why I don't draw the line.
I do. I draw the line if she's like, hey, look, order a larger one than you're getting so I can have a couple. Hey, yo, cool. You warned me. But if you're just like, we're eating, and then you just try to like just slyly scoop up one of my fries, nah, you're getting smacked.
Bro, I get treated like a king. I don't ever taste my food first.
Oh, yeah, no. To me, that's
by the time I get my food, they already got like 3 bites in it. And I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, dude, no, I can't do that, dog.
And the person is about to it's pretty good.
I'll end up killing somebody, bro. Someone, because I've had moments where me and my brother have almost had like straight up like conflicts in the house because he'll drink something that's not his. She's like, I even asked you if you wanted one of these. What did you tell me? No. Well, and that shit. There's nothing that gets on my nerves more than that shit. If you want it,
that's like the running joke, man. The running joke is like, let me taste it for poison.
You'd be like, nope, I'll risk it.
I try, but it's like fucking. It's like trying to wrestle a bear for
Yep. For you fight that bear. You fight that bear until you dead.
Come here, they just start body blocking you. It's like
someone about to get suplex on the side of the street in front of McDonald's.
Imagine that. That's crazy, man. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed that some
suplexing
people
a pregnant person. it's not funny, but it's like, stop eating my fries, man. Come on, shit.
It's like I don't know though, because I feel like the reason I've never had this particular issue is because I'm very upfront with it. The first date we ever go on, if she tries that shit, she gets the notification. You can have a fry for now, but the next time we go out, you ain't pulling this shit on me. I'm not for that. But I never had issues.
Damn, you fucking terrorize women away, huh?
With my food, because I don't give a shit about anything else. I really don't. You want to come over here, hit my blunt? Hit my blunt. You don't even need to ask. Pick that shit up. With my food, I'm very particular about my food. I don't want nobody else's hands on my food. It's my one thing. Leave it the fuck alone, or you're getting stabbed. Like,
Usa.
I know. I'm like, I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm working on it. I'm literally doing that. I'm like pulling out my bongs and shit. Like,
ironically, is that I feel as similar, passionately about it. It's just that yeah, I'm more like neutered.
I don't know about that. It's one of those things where like you notice that if you set the precedent that something is okay in your relationship, then it won't stop. Even if like at the beginning, there are things that could and should be considered just like nope factors.
I remember the worst thing not the worst thing, but I remember like the worst argument we got about it was like I kind of like put my foot down and I ended up throwing the food away. I didn't want it no more. And I lost the fucking argument. Like that's around that time why I got neutered. I was like you ate my food and then we had an argument about it. And then in the argument, you made me feel bad for throwing the food away because you didn't like basically mess with it. And then now I'm sitting here like a dick hungry because I threw my food away. You ate some of my food and you still won't apologize. But somehow I feel like the bad person here. That's when at that moment I was like, this is just my life. I'm just gonna have to let her take 2 or 3 bites, and I get the rest. At least I get to eat something.
Yeah, no, I don't. I would have sat there hungry or left to go get McDonald's. I don't give a fuck.
It's one of those pride things where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go on hunger strike to show you how serious I am. And the whole time your stomach goes.
To be honest,
it wasn't a very smart decision, but you know, it was one of the things. It was like I felt passionate about it, and I fucking got mad, and just like, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. But you know, it is what it is.
We all have things that we got to deal with.
Yeah. That wasn't a line that I was willing to die on. Like a hill.
Perfect example of why you're married and I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally that simple to see the difference.
I tell you this much. I have adapted though. Like, I always overbuy food now. I always overbuy food. And it has worked well. It has worked really well for me. Because now, like, let's say if I buy like a fries or whatever, right? I'll buy an extra fries. And I'll always make a bullshit lie. I'm like, oh no, they just gave it to me. I don't know. Oh, I fucked up. And then she'll be like, oh my god, free fries? Oh, this is awesome. And I'm still eating my fries. Like, yeah, eat the fucking fries. Eat my shits. But you know, things like that has allowed me to keep my sanity.
That makes sense. Like, but then again, though, you know, to be honest, that's never been the deal breaker. That's been the thing that separates my we'll call it relationship status, but it's always just some other random shit. It's like
people. There's a few other hills that I will die on though, and not to get into my personal, not to get into
believe it or not, food is like I'm not fat, right? Just let everybody.
Shit, I am.
No. Like at heart, I am. Like when I was young, dude, I was 245 pounds before joining the military. Fat kid. I got out, but I still maintain that mentality of just like I love food. Everything about it is like wonderful. When I sit down and I eat, because I only eat once a day, it's something I don't want to be disturbed with. I don't want to talk to people. Like if we go out and we're at a restaurant, sure, that's a different kind of thing. But if I'm at home, I just want to enjoy my meal in peace while watching a video or reading something. And like a lot of people aren't used to that, and they feel real put off by it. But it's just like, no, it's because I give a shit about what I'm eating and I like paying attention to it.
Like, you're a quiet eater? A quiet eater?
Very.
Yeah. I am too. I don't like talking when I'm eating. I don't like eat. I don't like sitting next to people that like to talk when I eat.
Yeah.
So oftentimes when I go out with friends, I typically don't eat.
I'll get things that are like appetizers.
Yeah. Like finger foods.
Yeah. Things like that I can do.
Yeah.
But I won't have like an actual meal out with anybody.
Yeah.
I'll take my girlfriend out, and again, that's a little thing. Eat a couple fries.
Yeah.
Have a drink.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. But when it comes to like actual meals, I just prefer to eat alone. And everybody I've met is always just like, well, why do you do that? You look so sad and alone. It's like, what? Like, no, I'm just contemplating and thinking and enjoying, like thinking about like what I'm tasting and it's
like if I'm not quiet, I'll like watch something, and I'm just watching, and then you want to have a whole deep conversation. I'm sitting there like, can we not do this right now? Like I'm eating, and it's my wife get offended. She's like, "What do you mean? So I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I just can't do that. Like, I can't concentrate on how good my food is, and also listen to how you like whatever you're complaining about.
Like, not even what you're complaining about, though, right? Like, just what you're saying. I can't focus on both.
Yeah. So.
And unfortunately, food to me isn't just like something I shovel in my face and move on. Like the same way with like a conversation, I want to hear what you're saying, formulate proper responses and such. But no.
Well, I mean, I've never been the one to pretend that I can multitask. Like I've never been that type where like I can multitask. No, fuck that. I'm like even at work. When my boss tells me, "Oh, you can do this and that," and I'm saying like, "Nah, I can't do that." He's like, "What do you mean you can't do that?" I'm like, "I am not efficient at doing 2 tasks in the same time. I prefer, and I'm efficient to do 1 at a time. And based on the criteria that you've given me, I can only do 1 today and the other one tomorrow." And it's like, so I'm upfront about it. Like I don't. So I don't know. Some people like think that they can, it looks cool if like, oh, I can do 2 things at once, and look at me, blah blah. I can do cell phone and this, that, and third. It's like, all right, whatever.
Well, there's certain things that I can multitask with. I just prefer eating to be very solitary. I don't know why. I've been that way since I was a kid.
Okay, people taking your food.
Well, how long have we been recording?
We are currently at 1 hour and 30. Good place to end it.
All right, awesome. For those of y'all who have joined us on this random ass journey of conversational topics, thank you so very much. Please do remember to hit buttons. I know Cass doesn't like it when I wait until the end to do buttons, but I feel like you have to know that you enjoy or don't enjoy our content to hit buttons.
Yeah.
So if you did enjoy it, please hit a button. We'd really appreciate it. If not, it's all good. Cass, anything to say to the wonderful people before we give them a good night?
No. Like always, thank you so much for listening to us and subscribing for all of you who have. please bear with us for the next couple of weeks, as our uploads will be a little sporadic due to a lot of personal stuff that's going on. But we will try at least to upload at least one episode per week as far as what we're doing. We will be playing through that event on the 17th and on hardcore, which is just a week from now. A week and some change from now. So stay tuned to those. That's about it. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not, please subscribe. It helps us a lot on the algorithm. It helps us a lot, getting our voices out there. And stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you all so very much. Good night.
Have a good one. I should play the intro, right? Outro.